Hello there and welcome back to my videos. In this video we will speak about how you can work with functions in TypeScript, and in the previous video you have a quick workaround with the functions, but in this video I'll go more in the deep about how to work with functions in TypeScript. So let's beginning this video, and the first we want to do is we want to create a app.js file, and you will go down here to say in it we will create a configuration file. You can see here tsconfig, and then we want to say watch, and then it should be going in the watch mode, and let's test it to just to say console log hello world, and you can see it's compiling it, so it's watching. So now we can speak about how functions working in TypeScript. Let's create the first function here in TypeScript. We can say normal function, and for this we want the var1 should be a string, and the second one should be a number, and we want to return a string. That's what we want here, and say return hello world. And then we are ready to use it. The function we basically create here is a normal function, and we have two inputs. It's the first one, it's the var1, it needs to be a string, and the second one needs to be a number, it's called var2. And when we going inside this function, we really expect it's returning a string again. So if we use a console log here and call the normal function and say hello demo, we don't use it anything, so it's just a sample here. And you can see if we keep the mouse over, it will say we expect 2 arguments, but it's only get 1. So let's try to give in one more, and we say demo here, and now you can see the argument of the type demo is not assigned with the param of the type number, so it's already know it needs to be a number. So we can say 100.0, we can just giving 100, and that's meaning if we compile this, it's basically working out of the box, and that's perfect. But if we create a function more here, we duplicate the line and we don't need this, then we have a problem, because the normal function here expect we always have 2 arguments, but we only get 1. And in many other languages we have the unions, and we use optional. And union is not now, but it's similar in the same direction. So in this case we use optional. If we do this, and the question mark after your variable is defined, say you can't use the var2, but you don't need to use it. And now you can see it's working well here, and if I save it again, it's directly working out the box. And that's what we speak about, how we can work with the optional in this function. Now let's create a function more. I can do it down here, and we can say void function. That's what we want to do now, and we say the test var1 again, and need to be a string. And right away I just do this way and say console log var1. So let's say you basically want this for something. I know this bugging. Let's say you need to void the function. How can I explain that? You don't need to return anything in this function. You don't need to return 0, null, unidentified. You basically don't need to return anything. You only need to do this. In TypeScript you can just say void, and that's meaning it's not allowed to return anything. So if I do this and say return null, it will fail, and if I compile this, it will fail in my compiler. So I really don't need to do anything. So if I'm going down here to say console log, and we do this and say hello world void function test, you can see it's going pretty good. Now I think it's the time to speak a little about the anonymous functions, and it's allowed in TypeScript too, of course. It's the part of JavaScript node, so of course you can do this, and we can say const func ano. Let's say this, and you can just use it in this way, and now we basically have creating the function. But like the other stuff we do, we need more. So let's make a message, and this message should be string, and it should be optional, I think. Let's play a little bit with this, and then we say it's not return anything, so it's a void, and the console log should be message, and let's say it's set, else it could be demo. It's not so important. And then we are down here. Nah, we only need this, and we will require this is a requirement. And then you can just, like the other stuff, we can just say this is a test const ano function, and it will working here. If I compile it, you can see nothing wrong here. And now when you have learned a little bit about the functions, I will round this video off to create a final function for you, so you can see what you have learned in this video, so you can have the basic about working with the functions inside the TypeScript. And for this, I will just say function final function, and let's say the first one should be string, the second one should be var2 string, the default value should be hello world. Whoa, stop, what happening here? Yes, I have a default value called the hello world. It means if you don't set the var2, it will basically return the hello world, so that's perfect. We continue. var3 is a number, and then we want to return void. We don't want to return anything about in this function. And now I basically want to show you how it's working. The console log should be inside here, and var2, var1 inside here, and the var2, and we say, oops, if var3 is different from unidentified, we'll go inside here and we'll return console log with the var3 and call it var3. And we can just copy this. And that should working. So we can just say test var1, and we can do this. I think that's the strings. We need this. No, I think maybe I have made a little mistake here. It's probably the default value. Let me check about a little bit. No, I forgot this one. Yes, and then we can say this one, and test var2 1 2 3, and if I'm setting up here and say hello world again, whoops, we can say demo, and you can see it's again it's checking what the number is, and we need to say 100 and 0.0, and then we allowed, and it will basically return nothing. It will only return the console log. And you can see what's happening here. I don't know what this meaning, but that's fine. And yeah, that's it. As always, you can find this code on my GitHub. I will link it in the description, and I hope it's giving you the interest to follow me here on YouTube. And you can basically just click on the subscribe button in the left corner below, and then click on the thing. And of course, you can like it if you want. You can share it with your friends so your friends can learn about TypeScript. And of course, you can send me the comments below in the description, sorry, and ask me questions about anything you have in the heart. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you again the next time. And thank you for the subscribing. See you next time. Bye.